Wait till we get some people on here really quick. The original stream, it wasn't supposed to start until 5 o'clock, but we're going to do this a little bit early in aspects because it's about 10 minutes for this to happen. We're going to be talking about the weather that's currently ongoing right now and what's possibly to come not only this week but possibly in the next few weeks as we get through the month of September. Could be a lot of changing in the air masses as well. It's been pretty chilly today and yesterday. We dipped down to upper 40s or lower 40s, upper 30s last night. So it was a different big change in the atmosphere. But right now we're going to take a look at what we're currently seeing right now. A lot of the activities off to the west, as you can see, these flash flood watches here in the Nevada area, and we do have some fog issues up here into the northeast of Idaho. And I'm actually going to take a look and see. Oh, it's air quality alert actually. So we do have air quality alerts for this area due to the wildfires that have been happening. It does include much of Idaho into Washington and Oregon, but we've been really focusing on this flash flood threat here in Nevada and even down into Southern California because the remnants of what was Hurricane K, now a tropical storm, it's been dumping a lot of rain here in this area, especially into the peninsula of Baja California. So there's been a lot of rain terraining over this area, and actually there's been flash flood warnings in the red areas. Um, and actually, I'm going to go back here. In these red shaded areas, I don't know if you can probably see that, but right there we got some few red dots. I think those are flash flood warnings, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a few of those here in New Mexico, and maybe even some in the Arizona area. But we also got a secondary threat of flash flooding up here in Illinois and Wisconsin. They just had a bunch of rain move through the area, and actually there was likely a water spot off the Lake Michigan. It was just to the east of downtown Chicago, but I have not seen any pictures on social media yet. But according on radar, there was some rotation on radar that was radar indicated, but nothing was confirmed. But we've been having a lot of rain, and flash flooding is currently ongoing for this area. And I'm actually going to click on it. Dixon, Rockford, Waukegan, in the Chicago area do have flood warnings in these bright colored green areas. Flood watch is in this dark green area, and that includes even portions of Wisconsin here. There's a special marine warning off the Lake Michigan, so if you're out boating, please be aware that there could be some rip currents and possibly some beach erosion in that area as well. These flash flood watches will go, or flood watch will go until through late tonight, as detected here on the discussion. So we have many counties that are involved in this flooding situation. I have not seen anything else on that in terms of any water rescues or any flooded area of homes or anything like that. We also do have some flooding down in the Gulf Coast here along the Florida Panhandle. I haven't really seen a whole lot in terms of that yet, so if that does come arrive, I'll definitely discuss that as well. We also have a small threat for severe weather for tomorrow across portions of the New England region and even into Arizona. Tucson and Phoenix, Flagstaff is also in this marginal risk. It's a 1 out of 5 level. in that area. And we also got portions of the Carolinas, Philadelphia, Washington, Baltimore. All these areas are under a marginal risk for tomorrow. I'm not expecting a huge weather risk with this, but a few storms may be severe, so we'll definitely have to watch and see what happens with that. There is a very small conditional non-zero tornado threat of a 2%. It does include Baltimore and the Washington area, parts of Virginia, and we'll have to watch and see if storms do develop and do become tornadic. This is not a huge tornado event by any means. This is very, very conditional. A few brief tornadoes might be possible in that area. The wind threat is 5%, which is typical for a marginal threat, and then a 5% hail threat. So I do think the most concentrated area of severe weather will be in this area here. We'll probably still see some thunderstorms and severe weather here in Arizona as part of that remnants of that weather system down there in Southern California. So we'll definitely have to watch that. And I do believe we still have a marginal risk heading into um, day three, and that includes the New England region yet again, mainly for uh, lower New York and parts of Boston and Springfield area, New York, and we're gonna see the probabilistic, and yeah, it's a conditional 5%. So I'm not really seeing a huge threat out of that area either with that. So I am going to jump to pivotal weather, and we're gonna check and see what we got in terms of the upcoming week. There's really not a whole lot going on, but we're going to take a look anyway. And there you can see that 1006 millibar low centered right over Lake Michigan, and that's what caused all that rain to fall in the Chicago and Illinois area, which prompted those flash flooding alerts that's still currently sitting over the lake. We also do still have some of that rainfall and even thunderstorms across parts of the New England area and some rain. They don't need any more rain actually here in this area, as they are still trying to recover from that major flash flooding threat that took place a couple months ago. So we are going to take a look here the next 30 hours and see what we got. We still got a little bit of a storm system here up into Canadian area, and we still got some training thunderstorms here stretching all the way from Mexico all the way up into parts of Nevada, and that's going to keep those flash flooding threat intact. We still do have some thunderstorms here off the coast of Florida, so we're definitely going to see if anything becomes more severe than that. That's for your Tuesday, and we're going to jump into Wednesday here. And not really a whole lot going on. We still got those storms here in this area of the country, in the western areas. We got a 993 below sitting here in parts of Wyoming. So there's really not a whole lot going on. We do have high pressure centered over here into the Kentucky and Tennessee Valley. We got a 1002 millibar low that's sitting over here into the northeast. So there's really not a whole lot going on in terms of the weather that we are looking at right now. And I'm just going to go through until Thursday. And believe it or not, we may have a little bit of snow up here with some colder air that's going to be entering in. We do have a low pressure system sitting between South Dakota and North Dakota. It's going to bring a little bit of rain here into parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Even parts of South Dakota could get in a little bit of rain showers, but we're going to wait and see what happens. Is we desperately need the rain in this area of the country since dealing with that drought. And we got that 1,006 millibar low sitting right on between South Dakota and North Dakota right now. And that would be at 90 hours, so we're talking Thursday of this coming week. So there's really not much going on, like I said. We're going to keep an eye on some of the weather this week. I'll be live again tomorrow after work, and we'll see the progression of that flash flood threat both for Illinois and the Southwest. So stay tuned for that. I'll have more updates coming up, and I'm going to try to be live every day as I possibly can, whether it's for weather or if it's for something totally different. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm up to 93 subscribers now. I like to get a lot more, get more hours, watching hours on my YouTube channel, and eventually monetize into the future. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and God bless.